Hey everyone, AR here, what it do? Welcome to the start of my, I guess you could call a lore play. I was hoping to get this out much sooner, but I was having issues with my capture card as well as other things. This series is designed to be a combination of a walk/playthrough as well as lore on different aspects of Star Wars. This will also be a canon story. So we'll be trying as much to keep this close to Meetra Surik's story as possible. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, let me just type in her name here. Because obviously we know her name. Meetra Surik. Excellent, okay, cool. And then
primary power offline. Hyperdrive offline. Multiple hull breaches detected. Proximity alert.
Awake.
okay, sweet. The active quest screen includes important information related to your ongoing adventures. Refers to this genre for hints and guidance throughout the game. Yeah, got it. Sweet. Yep, so just got out. Mission: the Kotor tanks can heal most wounds. If you have lost vitality points during your explorations, return here to the medical bay and use the empty Kotor tank behind you to heal your wounds. Yep, got it. Sweet. Open doors. Okay. Oh, that's locked. We're going here first. Anything here? Cool. So yeah, guys, this is going to be my first episode. For those of you wondering why I'm not playing Kotor, or like the original Kotor, it's because I'm waiting for the Hyperion add-on to come out first before I actually go there, because obviously there are a lot of Kotor playthroughs out there, and I want to make this, and I want to do something that's going to stand out. Obviously a lot of people are going to play it when it comes out, but you know, still, yeah. Oh, fair enough. Did not go over that. Cool. All right, what's in here? Chemicals. So yeah, we'll probably make some more med packs at this lab station. So yeah, the Paragas system, there isn't really much to talk about here in the Paragas system. It hasn't really got anything much in terms of lore, apart from in the actual game. But yeah, we'll just... Oh, okay, don't have enough lore. Wasn't looking at that, but yeah. Cool. Let's go get through there. The door's busted. Oh no, we have to access it through the computer, don't we? Yeah, I forgot about that. Medical. Okay, let's have a look there. Wait, I should access bacon. Unlock door to the morgue. Nice. Camera. Medical inventory. It looks as if a number of medical-based items can be manufactured using the medical workbench next to the terminal. Yeah, obviously we guessed that. Okay, cool. Access main options. Access medical logs. Access log 25312.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the Kotor tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Okay. Alright, access log 253-15.
Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Kotor, are already Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the Kotor tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
Alright, access log 253-18.
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Oh damn, seems there's a problem with the systems on board station. Access console options, access patient life signs. Alright, so all of them are deceased apparently, apart from us, obviously because we're alive and walking around. Access medical bay functions. Oh, no. Those options. Patient treatment. All subjects being treated for severe plasma burns. Last treatment request resulted in death for all subjects except patient 3, who was reduced to minimal life signs. Huh. Check the last treatment request. A little dose of sedatives was administered to all the tanks, including 3. There is no record of who ordered the treatment. Oh, that's pretty strange. Should we attempt to track the treatment request? Why not? Not enough sparks full in this. Ah, damn it. Anyways, let's go check out the morgue. Plasma torch, nice.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
I thought you were dead.
Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the Kotor tank about you. How do you feel?
A little disoriented. Was it your voice I heard in the Kotor tank?
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
So you can touch minds and feign death? Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Last thing I remember, I was on board a Republic ship, the Harbinger. What happened to it?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
I'm no longer a member of the Jedi Order.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Let's deal with it now. What is this place?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Care to explain why you're in such a hurry?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
I'll go look for our ship, and some weapons.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
The patients in the medbay were killed by a lethal dose of sedatives. Any idea how it happened?
I do not know. Why did they spare you?
They didn't. I got the same dose, but survived.
Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
You seem to know a lot about Jedi techniques.
And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy.
I'll return soon to make sure you're alright.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, that's Kreia. We'll learn. You've taken your first steps on the path to the light side. Heroic acts and charitable responses to others will elevate you further, bringing you more in touch with the light side of the Force and its higher mysteries. Cruel or selfish actions will reverse this, causing you to fall to the dark side. Okay. Yes, that's Darth Kreia. We'll find out a lot more about her later on. Yeah. Any door that can be bashed open can be cut through more easily with a lightsaber or construction tool, such as a plasma torch. To bash open this door, equip a plasma torch on the equip screen, and select bash on the first box in the action menu when the door is selected. Okay. So yeah, just go here. Yep. Oh, what? God, alright. I'm not noob, I swear. Okay, yep, cool. Sweet. Yep. Sweet.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Nice. I think that does, yeah, can't go through there. The game pauses when you sight an enemy and the selection reticle will show up in red. You can use the mouse to select the other hostile targets. This auto pause option can be disabled on the option screen. Okay? Yep. Oh. Yep. Correct, boy. Alright, sweet. Can we loot anything? Yeah, we can't from this one. Mining laser, sweet. Fortunately, one of these blasters, because I'm gonna try and do as much close quarters as possible, because of Jedi. Oh, lovely. And then for your mate, over here. Yep. Oh. One shot. Nice. Drop anything? Nope. Did he? Nope. Alright. Lovely. Let's keep moving on. Oh, I forgot. Large places. Alright. This has got something. It's nice. That'll be except for T3 later on. Actually, no, we can't go through this. There's no point in bothering. Alright, security. Actually, let's check these options. That'll be useful. Let's see. Actually, oh, nice. Iron grenades. Cool. Alright, so security desk. Check security records. Paraga's safety hall orientation.
Is this thing on? Alright, all hands, especially you, Kotor, listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Well, damn. Accident report logs.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Kotor and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
Mining droid maintenance logs.
So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility, and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Administration console maintenance.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Kotor or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Okay, sweet. Alright, let's turn to that. Access remote camera controls. Oh, that's where we are. Security storage room. Oh, damn. Yeah, holding cells. Oh, and there's Atton, I believe, yeah. Yep. Alright, let's log out. So basically we need to get rid of all the droids on the level to be able to access the holding cells, which is...
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Kreia, what?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
With Kreia's help, you have gained the passive precognition power. When this power is triggered, you should save your game. Alright, good to know. Sweet. Alright.
Ah, you hear it. It is fate, but it is there.
What is happening?
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
It has been almost a decade. I had forgotten.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Gaining experience will slowly reestablish your connection to the Force. Go to the level up screen to choose your Force abilities. Yep, good to know. Sweet. Alright, let's quickly have a look in here. We got, stealth fuel generator. That's why we won't need it, because we're badasses. Or rather, we're just a badass. Never mind. Sweet, okay. Let's level up. Level up. We're sensitive, unarmed specialist. Unarmed specialist 1. Sweet, okay. Skills. That seems can't upgrade security anymore. Why not persuade? That's what I wanted to do. God damn, yeah. Powers. I'm gonna have to get a force speed. So useful. I absolutely love their ability. Except. Okay. Yep. Nice. That ass. Okay, yep. You next. Nice. And then you should be the last one. Then, yeah. Miss? How the hell did he miss? It's right in front of him. I don't get that. Okay, yes.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Sweet, okay. Yep. No, we need to override the console, don't we? Okay. We go to this one, no. I think so. Yeah, navigation computer. Look for the control override switch. Activate the switch. Noise. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Oh, I'm still on source reading.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
Who are you?
Atton. Atton Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Care to explain why you're locked up?
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
This facility's deserted. What happened?
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
There's a bounty on captured Jedi? Why?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
What's the exchange?
The exchange is a big crime outfit, mostly operate out of Nar Shaddaa. Spice running, gun trafficking, slave trading. Now I guess they're posting bounties on Jedi.
Why would they offer a bounty on Jedi?
Like I said, I don't know too much about it. Could be something personal, or just business. Either way, there aren't many Jedi left to do anything about it.
Did the exchange wipe them all out?
I doubt it. No. It was war that thinned the Jedi, not the exchange. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
I'd heard rumors of a war, but a war between Jedi?
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
I've heard a few rumors, but little else in my travels.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
I was led to believe that Revan saved the Jedi, and the Republic.
I guess. There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malak back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know women.
How long have you been in that cage? Revan was a man, not a woman.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
This discussion about Revan is pointless. I need to know what happened here.
Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
I don't know. The facility seems abandoned.
Well, the miners can't all be gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Tell me your plan, and we can go from there.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down the cell security field, and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship, and then we fly out of here.
One thing first. The patients in the medical bay were killed with a lethal dose of sedatives. Know anything about that?
No. Should I? Maybe you should ask one of those miners who was thinking about selling you to the exchange. Maybe they wanted to drug you up for transport. Ever think about that?
Calm down, I was just asking, not accusing you.
You better watch yourself. I don't like being accused of something I didn't do. When I kill someone, trust me, you'll know. Got it? So you done interrogating me, or are we gonna work together and try to get out of this mess?
I trust you, and if we work together, we may be able to get out of this mess.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here. Suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey!
What's wrong?
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
Is that part of the lockdown?
No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped.
Is there anything else we can do with this console?
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Let's see if we can try and reach someone on the comm.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Nice, okay. Let's see if we can get someone on the line. Access comm system. Dormitories. No response. Hangar Bay 25. As you access Hangar Bay 25, there's a series of low-pitched whistles and beeps. It sounds as if there is a utility droid on the other end. Can you read me? Are you operational? I need another route off this level, now. There must be emergency hatches. Try to find one. I'd rather risk it than be trapped up here. Cool. You're trapped on the Progress Administration level, and I've activated T3 to unlock the emergency hatch to allow you to escape. T3 will need to find a console that ties into the Progress command control and opens the emergency hatch by remote. Alright, cool. Alright, so what's in here? Oh, sweet. Okay. Wait, can we like... Just gonna say, oh, okay, oh, no, yep. Yep. Some armor, equip that. Oh no, nothing to equip there. Yeah, already got a mining laser. Yep, doesn't look like everything else. Wait. Oh yeah. Forgot about that, okay. Nice. Repair kit. Footlocker. Oh, nice, sentence chill. It's gonna come useful for our actual character. Sweet. What else is happening? C3 has found the Ebon Hawk in Hangar Bay 25. Now it's just a matter of finding a way to get Meetra Surik down to the hangar bay. Yeah, well, no shit, Sherlock. Okay. Alright, okay. Yep, that seems to be it for the first episode, guys. So, next time we'll come back, we'll be finding a way to get Meetra Surik and Atton off that level. So yeah, until next time, guys, may the Force be with you, and the Emperor protect.